What's up guys, one Koala Man here bringing you episode number 65 of our fairy tale reviews. And if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit that like button down below because it means a lot every time you hit that like button or hit that dislike button, whatever floats your boat. Be sure to answer the question of the day and follow me on Twitter, both which will be in the description down below, so give those a bit of a look. Also, be sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel because I welcome every single one of you, old and new, to the channel with open arms. And with all that said and done, guys, let's get this mother underway. So we start today's episode off with Wendy and Carla finally finding Jalal, along with Urza, of course. And she's saying, like, how glad she is to see Jalal again and whatnot. But, as expected, Jalal has no idea who the freaking heck this little blue-haired chick is talking to him like that. But he doesn't know who she is at all because his memory got freaking wrecked by activating Nirvana or whatever, something like that. And then the whole like ground starts to shake like an earthquake kind of, and Nirvana like starts activating like some sort of cannon, and this cannon like fires at the K-Shelter Guild, and it just barely misses, and it misses because Christina is back in the air flying. And if you remember, Christina is the big giant Pegasus that the Blue Pegasus Guild brought to take out the Irrationales, but the Irrationales destroyed it, yada yada yada, but now it's flying again. So thanks to the Blue Pegasus boys, along with the help of the Lamia Scale Guild, we finally, stopped Nirvana for like a brief time, and Hibiki gets on his little telepathy and he starts talking to all the squad wherever they are. Everybody's like scattered along Nirvana, and he says how they can stop Nirvana. And the way that they can stop Nirvana is that the 6 legs of Nirvana aren't really legs, they're more like pipes. And what they do is they drain out the energy from wherever they're stepping, and they use that to power up the cannon to freaking destroy everything pretty much. And inside those legs are a lacrima in each of the single legs, so there is a total of 6 legs, so there's a total of 6 lacrima if you can do basic math. And Hibiki says that each lacrima has to be destroyed, but if each of them are destroyed at like different times, they'll end up like healing each other or whatever, so they each have to be destroyed at the same exact time. And since there are 6 of them, and there's a bunch of squad members, that should not be a bad challenge. But our boy Master Zero hijacks the telepathy and says that he's at one of the lacrimas right now. So someone's gonna have a lot of trouble trying to find out which lacrima Zero's at, and they're gonna have a lot of trouble trying to fight Zero and destroy the lacrima at the same time. So this is gonna be hectic. So the squad on the ground, which is Jalal, Wendy, Carla, and Urza, they're trying to figure out who's going to get which lacrima, but there's only 3 of them, technically, because Wendy and Carla decide not to fight or whatever because, they're not good at fighting. So that just leaves the 2, Jalal and Urza. But, if you can't do basic math, 2 is not 6, so they need 4 more members. But then Ichiya steps in, but, he's still tied up again, or still, because of when he got kidnapped by that guild way back in, like, 5-6 episodes ago. And he's still tied up, but he says he can take a lacrima once he gets free. And so that's only 3 now. And the people on Christina, they would help, but they're pretty much exhausting all of their freaking magic energy trying to keep Christina in the air, and so they eventually, go down, and that just leaves some more people, and that is the original squad, Lucy, Gray, Happy, and Natsu. But if you remember from the last episode, they got freaking absolutely destroyed by Zero, so they are just knocked out cold. And as Christina's falling down, all the members aboard the ship are saying, look guys, you have to get up, you have to stop them, we can't do anything at all because our magic energy is just so depleted at this point. And somehow the squad gets a hold of them, and they eventually get up, and they're starting to, get revved up, and they're pretty much ready to roll. So since now that everybody found their 6 people, they all split up to their 6 different legs and their 6 different lacrima. They each take their own individual one, and Natsu he chose the first lacrima, and lo and behold, Zero is there waiting for Natsu. So everybody else starts going to their own individual leg and lacrima, but Natsu is busy right now, and he is fighting Zero. They're going at it. Zero's, still freaking wrecking Natsu like he did last episode. And, I mean, Natsu's kind of doing alright, but, I mean, there's not really much the guy can do. And then he gets, like, freaking blasted from a fireball. And turns out that freaking Jalal, who's supposed to be at lacrima number 6, is at lacrima number 1. And he's got some sinister look on his face, blasting Natsu with, like, this golden fire. And I'm thinking, this boy, Jalal is going to destroy everything right now. So that is the end of the episode of Fairy Tail. And what a cliffhanger, because we have no idea what Jalal's true intentions are. Because he was a good guy. Okay, well, first he was a bad guy, then he was a bad guy again, activating Nirvana. Then he was a good guy, and then he's a good guy again, and now he's a bad guy again. Jalal's just a confusing man. But, like I just said, that is the end of the episode of Fairy Tail. Alrighty guys, you already know I don't like to end off without a question of the day, but I know I said in the beginning of the episode to answer the question of the day, but today, just like last episode, there won't be a question of the day, sadly, because 1, I'm not creative to think of a question of the day, and 2, there's just not a question of the day that can fit with today's episode, because if you realize from the last question of the days, they have been pretty off topic, because the episodes, they aren't really, question worthy, so I don't know. No question of the week this week, or question of the day today, but hopefully by next episode there will be a question of the day. So with everything said and done, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and with all that, keep it cool.